A while back, I realized I had to replace my rear shocks in the 2014 Kia Soul. Unfortunately, nowhere on the internet could I find how to replace them. So I decided to make this little video. And of course, obviously, the first thing I did was jack up the rear of the car so I could get access to see underneath the car and what I had to remove. I had originally thought that the shock went through the body of the car just like it did in the old days, but apparently not. As you can see here, the shock goes into a bracket that is mounted to the body of the frame. You'll need to remove this bracket. Once the wheel is removed, you'll have full access to the shock. In this photograph, you can clearly see the dust cover that covers the upper half of the shock. You will be reusing that dust cover and bracket when you reinstall the shock. Being a Korean car, the bolts that hold the upper bracket in are metric, but they're easy enough to get to. I recommend you loosening them up, but for the time being, leaving them in place. The bottom bolt is easily accessible, and all you really need is just a ratchet with a socket to remove it. On the opposite end of the bolt is this weird looking head, which sits firmly up against this piece of metal protruding from the frame. So all you need is just a ratchet and a socket. You don't need to worry about putting a wrench on the other side. That piece of metal will stop it from turning. For me, I found it easier to use my impact wrench. At this point, I left the bolt in, went to the top, and removed the bolts from the top bracket and compressed it all down, removed the bottom bolt, and took it out. From this point, all you need to do is remove the nut, the washer, and the bracket holding on the dust cover, and insert it on the new shock and replace. I hope this little video helped. It's not in depth as I would have liked to have been, but I got kind of involved in taking the shocks off and forgot all about taking pictures or videos. Let me know if you liked it, if it worked for you.